Welcome to San Lorenzo, the Samaritan city of Puerto Rico, home of Productos La Hacienda processing plant, innovators of a new meat processing method that has revolutionized the way corned beef is produced, making it 100% fresh. With more than 40 years of experience and distinction in the industry and processing up to 2 million pounds of meat each year, the revolutionary idea to produce the first Puerto Rican corned beef was born from the Figueroa family, headed by owner and founder Don William Figueroa, President Wilfredo Figueroa, and Vice President Wilberto Figueroa. Since November of 2008, thanks to the government of Puerto Rico, Productos La Hacienda has been producing and distributing to almost all the school districts the very first fresh corned beef made in the island. Wilfredo explains the difference between a fresh corned beef versus the traditional canned corned beef. By making the correct cooking process and stuffing it instead of canning it, we make sure it maintains the right freshness that consumers prefer and was previously never available. Following strict sanitary and safe handling measures, the processing plant harbors all the fresh cattle carcasses divided in parts and ready for the first processing stage where the product is cut and sorted out. Vice President Wilberto Figueroa explains. It is truly a fresh process in which the cattle is quartered and immediately passes from one room to another, goes directly into the kettle where the meat is cooked, and becomes our corned beef. 8,000 pounds of meat are processed daily, batches of 1,000 pounds mixed inside the kettle, together with broth and a very own special family recipe. Once mixed, it undergoes the first cooking cycle. When completed, the product is transferred onto the grinder for processing, then taken to the mixer along with additional spices where everything is mixed together and allowed to complete the thermal treatment of the cooking cycle. The entire process is monitored and inspected by the United States Department of Agriculture. The product is removed from the mixer, covered, and taken to the next adjacent room for stuffing in its casing and sealing. Once packed, it receives the final thermal treatment in the oven. After 3 hours of additional cooking, the cooling down cycle begins in 2 stages. First, the product is given a water cooling process to bring down the temperature slowly, and then placed under 32 degrees Fahrenheit refrigeration, making it the very first fresh corned beef that will allow consumers to keep it for up to 90 days under normal refrigeration. Presently, 60,000 pounds of freshly made corned beef are processed for school districts in Puerto Rico, and an additional 80,000 pounds of corned beef are processed for distribution to supermarkets as well as local markets. Productos La Hacienda and the Figueroa family, committed to produce the highest quality meat products in the industry.